Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with a bit more of our Job Fiesta narrated edition on the Game Boy Advance. So last time we left off, we were just in front of Xdev's castle, and today we're actually going to enter it. Who would have guessed? So, alrighty, Castle Xdev. That does not look pretty. I think that is CSAT troops that were trying to invade the castle. I guess they got beaten down. Suck Xdev for us! Oh, they're still alive, that's nice. Xdev just waltzed through. We were completely powerless against him. Xdev's on the top floor. Wow, did they get to the top floor that they know that? We couldn't do a thing. So strong. Let's see. Looks like our health is in good shape. Let's just climb the tower. This door was locked previously. Now we can actually go. We're on the second floor. There's some chests hidden behind those walls. One has an ether and the other one, well, first we get encounters, I guess. I don't know what those wolves have as items for steal, but actually I think I should probably take care of some of the enemies before I do that. That's a lot of damage for this. We have the air knife equipped here. Let's get rid of one of the wolves. Oops, I did not mean to attack you. I wanted to get the twin lizard. Hey Nissan, thank you. Welcome to you as well. I hope you're having a good day as well. Try to steal. Couldn't steal. I wonder what those guys have to hide. So, hit this thing. Boom. Our thief does so much damage. Hit this guy. Right, currently Ferris does not have barehanded equipped because she wants to use a shield. I have to steal from reflect mages. Oh yeah, that reminds me, I actually do want to steal from reflect mages. So here's the thing. Those reflect mages I think only have a rare steal. And that rare steal is a wall ring. This is one of the reasons why I didn't have to spend too much time in the tower earlier to defeat wall knights, to try and get wall rings from them, because this here pretty much guarantees that we do end up getting one or two wall rings in the end. At least as long as, well, we eventually succeed stealing the rare drop. There we go, stole the reflector ring already. That's one. I think I'm going to try going for 2 or 3. Not entirely sure yet. That's a lot more damage with the fists compared to the knife. Oh boy. Alrighty. This other chest on the other side, here we have Diamond Shield. Ferris currently has the Aegis Shield. Diamond Shield has better stats, straight up, but not by much. So I do definitely prefer using the Aegis Shield, since it also can block spells, if you remember. Using up the rest of the potions, because those are just in the way. Alrighty, I guess we climb further up in the tower. Ooh, more reflect mages. Try to steal. Couldn't steal. I think I'm going to get rid of 2 of them and then try to steal from the last one, because they should still be a relatively common encounter in the top floors. I think, or the later floors. So let's try to steal from this guy. Couldn't steal. Couldn't steal. So yeah, shouldn't take too long hopefully, because we can just try again and again and again, and eventually we'll succeed. That's the idea anyways. Steal. Couldn't steal. Steal. Couldn't steal. Let's see, what were the odds? I think for Kara, she has the Thief's Glove equipped. It should be an 80% chance to successfully steal an attempt, or attempt to steal, and then a 10 in 256 to actually get the steal in the end. So I guess the odds are not overall that great, but with a little bit of patience we will get it. Oh, I thought Ferris would go before Kara. Ferris ended up going earlier. Also, she takes no damage, oopsie, from bolts at all. So, what do those wall rings do? Those wall rings are exactly what the wall or the reflect mages have on themselves is it's an accessory that you equip on your character that gives you permanent wall status. And that means they are going to reflect any spells that are flying at them. With the exception of spells that were already reflected, they cannot get reflected a second time, which is actually what those wall or those reflect mages here are taking advantage of. They basically have permanent reflect on themselves and they cast the spells on themselves instead of us directly. That way, their spells can never get reflected and are guaranteed to hit our party. They can't properly aim, which, to be fair, enemies cannot really aim in the first place. But it's kind of a clever... Oh, there we go, reflecting number 2. It's kind of a clever little way to do this, that the game kind of teaches you just by having enemies that take advantage of this. Also, we just gained Muck on our second thief. I think there was something I wanted to do. So Lena is the only one who has Muck so far, other than the other two. Or other than Muck, for that matter. I don't think I care about abilities beyond Muck, so... However, I do actually care about getting Dragoon to level 3, which I believe is equipable spears, or lances for that matter. Probably. Yeah, actually I do. Equipped spears does also transfer the Dragoon strength to another character, and if I have a thief who could use the spear, we would be able to use 2 endgame spears. Eventually. Which I'm not sure that's the best course of action, but... Oh well, it should be fine. Yeah, actually, considering that... Yeah, alrighty. No, I think that's a good idea. So Ferris definitely stays Dragoon for now. I am going to... I guess just make you stay thief. There's not much of a reason to change that up. Alrighty. Healing up. And we move on. Hey Darkfire's Light, how are you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you. So, alrighty. More enemies. What do we get here? Oh wow. I don't think those blind wolves have particularly much of a interesting steal. Also they have a surprisingly good chance to evade my attacks, I guess. So, I take this thing because I'm going to kick with Lena here. And she should be able to take out the wolf if she hits him. Alrighty, that works. Let's see what those Hellraiser enemies have in store. They have high potions. I believe they're rare steel, and also rare drop is an elixir, if I'm not mistaken. Also, those are usually the type of enemies that tend to resurrect and heal other enemies, so maybe we should have taken him out first. Considering that. Arise! Yeah, he just resurrected one person, or one enemy. But it's just one, so it's fine. Do those enemies have anything? Couldn't steal, so they do have something, I just don't know what. That's okay. Boom, one shot. One shot. Oh boy. Our thieves here take quite a beating. If I think about it, I also want to have at least one monk being all the way up at the highest level, so I could have potentially plus HP. So, this room looks like a dead end. Let's just go for now. This room looks like a dead end because, well, it is actually a dead end. So let's go back. A dead end, huh? Or not. Kryle, where are you going? There's nothing in here. No, there is. All of this is an illusion created by Exta. What? Are you certain? Grandpa, give me strength. So, little Kryle figured out something. Here we are back in Kelger. I see. Galuf has fallen as well. Dorgan, Caesar, and Galuf have all shuffled off this mortal coil. I fear I haven't much longer either. Lord Kelger! It's nearing the time for that longest of rests. The ghostly Galuf appears. Who goes there? Galuf? Galuf, is that you? Trial is. Galuf. Understood. Everyone, lend me your strength. Lord Kelger, let us rend the illusion XF has created. This is my last wish and last command. Send all your power to XF's castle. Lord Kelger! With this, the last one of the original Dawn Warriors is gone. But the sacrifice will be worth it. I see, Grandpa, and a wolfman. It must be Kelger. Everyone's power. Well, illusion is gone. It doesn't look much prettier though. In fact, those pillars look pretty gruesome. I think that's a good way to put it. And also good luck with your grinding, Dark Fireslide. Glad to hear it's going pretty well. And let's see, what do we have here? Magic dragons, we steal potions from them. Not terribly great. Magic dragons are actually weak against air element, so the wind dagger deals double damage on Nicanor's defense, so that's pretty good. Whoop. And here we have another reflect mage. I'm going to try to steal on them, just kind of as a drive-by thing, so to speak. If I get another wall ring, it's fine. If not, I'm okay with that too, because we will have another simpler option for a wall ring very soon. I'm just going to defeat him. And also greetings to you, Surfer Ninja. How are you doing? So, just defeating some more enemies along the way, because we do need to get stronger here. Let's see, what do you have here? Another potion. I guess those mythical dragons are probably not worth it for the most part. It's nice that fairies, at least for once, can deal damage. Everybody else always does more damage most of the time. So, open up this place, and now we get to a chest. Oh boy. Start bashing the mythical dragons, I guess. That's quite the encounter here. Try to hit this thing. And I hope the mythical dragon falls here. Maybe. Ooh. Trial is in a bit of a peril here. Okay. Counterattack. Nice, thank you. Okay, one of them is done. This is one of the more tricky encounters, so to speak, because there are so many enemies and we don't have any form of area of effect damage. But at this point it should be fine, I think. Boom, nice. Nice counterattack. We will have to kill one more. Oh, no, never mind. I thought the Hellraiser would raise another enemy, but he didn't, because he died to a counterattack. And the reviving of other enemies is a counterattack by itself, and counterattacks cannot proc other counterattacks. So we got luck in that. Nice. Oh boy. We do definitely want to heal up here. And we get an ice shield. So, For the most part, the Aegis Shield is the shield of choice, but the Ice Shield actually has a good portion more evasion and also defense, and magic defense for that matter, and on top of that, it absorbs ice attacks, which means if Ferris gets no hit with any ice type moves, she will get healed instead of damaged. So in a sense, in a lot of cases, the Aegis Shield is more universally good, but the Ice Shield can be more specifically good. I'm not sure that's how you want to play that, but you get the idea. Boom. One done. So, like before, we attacked the Twin Lizard first, taking them out, and then I will go ahead and steal from the Reflect Mages. Alrighty, didn't work. So we attack the Reflect Mages with Moth, because he takes out one enemy with one hit, whereas Ferris and Lena would not. So that damage distribution makes more sense. Trial gained a level, nice. Also, over there on the left you can see a nice little shortcut. Another potion. I wonder whether they have a rare still. Is Fiesta like a speedrun? It can be if you want to make it like one, but for the most part no. It's just a casual playthrough with a challenge attached to it. It's like, well, it's literally a challenge playthrough really. And here, you can't just go through the wall. This serves no other purpose other than making it a bit faster. And also, if you have a thief, you can't just go through here, because you know this is a fake wall, but you might as well go through here instead. Grab the chest and you're a little bit faster. Oh boy. Now we have Black Warlocks. Those guys like to cast decently strong spells, to say the least. Confuse is one of the uglier ones. You don't necessarily want to get hit by that. Alrighty, one done. So, Cryle now will attack her own people. Which is not good, since she could deal a good chunk of damage. So, I'm going to equip the knife to not deal any damage to her, but to knock her out of confusion. Stop! Well, he got stopped either way, so he couldn't do anything. Let's just take out the Black Warlocks before they do anything more stupid. Interestingly enough, they have the spell Death, but they only use it when they are confused on their own party members, which is nice for them to instantly kill their own kind. Or they could hit the Reflect Mage with Death spell and instantly take one of your guys out. That had happened before. It went from Pauper Castle to Evil Lair, yes indeed. So, high potion. I believe Ferris still has the bone mail. Yes, indeed. Here, don't forget to equip the Twin Lance again, since we unequipped that briefly. 6th floor. You can go through the lava, but the lava obviously deals a bit of damage to you, so we're just going to go around. There's a chest through the wall to the right, if you want to go ahead and grab that. Alright, you're going to try and steal. Couldn't steal. I hope the Warlock is in the front row. He's not, alright. That's unfortunate. Here we can't just take out the Golem by using a Gold Needle, because all stone type enemies you can just take out by making them too soft to live. Picture of me beating final boss, when should that occur? Basically anywhere you feel like shows your characters off properly? Question mark? Something like that. As in, if it's just clear that XDev just died, you win and take a screenshot, like when he fades away is the most common one that you tend to take a screenshot with. That is one of those. Alrighty, more reflect bashes. No buffering. No buffering? Couldn't steal. Alrighty, I'm going to use a gold needle here from that guy, because those adamantite golems have a good chunk of defense and all are also pretty healthy overall, so it's just easy to take them out like this. Don't train her again. I need to heal that again. That's not nice. Boom, nice crit. It's only an 8% chance to critically hit, so critting is nice. Although in this case it didn't really do anything, since we need to hit him again anyways now. Take him out. The length of the challenge, it lasts all summer. Yes, some people like to just do one casual playthrough of Power Staff, really? Some people just like to do one casual playthrough. Also there to the right, you can see there's the thing. The hidden path that leads to the chest. Okay, one hit. I believe they have just about 900 HP, those blind wolves. Let's actually use the lance here. Let's see. Lance always hits, which is nice. Ah. Try to steal. Couldn't steal. They might just have only rare steals. Yeah, some people like to just do one for Job Fiesta, which completely fine. Some people like to do many. Like, some of the crazy ones go 10, 15. And it's all for a good thing in the end too, which is nice. Since the basic idea is if you are not happy with a job class or anything like that, you can just donate to get a different job class assigned to you. And all the donations go directly to Chai's play. So in the chest over there, there is an item called the Gale Bow. I don't know what it's called in the TBA version. Either way, it's a bow that is actually really, really powerful for a hunter. Well, obviously we don't have a hunter, so I don't bother going to get it. But what that bow does is 1 in 4 times, I believe, it will automatically cast a spell, an attack that is known as X-Fight, or I don't remember what the Game Boy Advance name of it is. Either way, what that does is X-Fight attacks 4 times random targets, is the downside of it, but it is 4 times attacks with 50% strength, so a total of 200% damage. On top of that, you also always hit and ignore defense, so it's actually a really crazy good ability that can just happen if you attack. So, need to heal real quick and then we move on. Alrighty, and here, the path in the middle is where we want to go. The left and the right we can get chests if we hit it properly. Here's the Ice Brand. Ice Brand is a pretty good sword, but only a knight can use it, and we don't have anyone who can use any sort of sword either way. There we go. I actually got both of the chests first try, that is surprising. Oh boy. Oh, ho, 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 ho. I'm not sure we can survive that. Those are some strong encounters here. I think we probably should try to run. I'm going to attack him anyways. So this is one of the dragon encounters that can really mess you up. Alright, we managed to run. Those are strong. Which reminds me. So HP per 10% is nice, but I think I would like to have a guaranteed flee effect on one of my characters to be able to run from those kinds of encounters. Because that might not be so pretty if we get caught in it and we can't escape. Do I equip the flame ring? Sure, in case we encounter those guys again. Also, how many flame rings do we have? 2, alrighty. Ferris also has an ice shield, so I think she would be immune to fire? I don't exactly remember, but I think she is immune to fire. Maybe. If not, she would take double damage because of the bone nail. And here we have a Kotetsu sword. A good samurai weapon, but we don't have a samurai. So neither of those are useful. So by the way, if you miss this, as in if you stop the track at the wrong place, an enemy will jump from one of the pillars and attack you. I'm really surprised they didn't get to show that off, but I'm okay with it too. Solar Potion, alrighty. Iron Fists. I believe those guys counterattack if you don't kill them in one swoop. Yeah, they counterattack. Ouch! Also, they inflict HP leak apparently. That's pretty unhealthy here. Use a high potion cover, or Kryl, I guess. Kill him! Oh no. They have pretty good dodge values too. Counterattack! Those Iron Fist enemies are not to be underestimated. Good thing I healed. Do I have a spear of sorts? I don't win spear. I have a heavy spear, don't I? There, heavy lance. Jumps are always guaranteed to hit, so it's a fair choice to try and use it. And I'm not sure he will counter it. Some enemies counter from physical damage, some enemies counter from any form of damage. I guess the chance for him to counter is not all that great. Good thing we healed again. Wow. Kill him! Oh no! Wow, they really didn't like Kara there. Going to revive her here. We have plenty of Phoenix Stones, and I do want Kara to get experience too. I keep saying Kara, by the way, because that is the... Wow, 1 HP. That is the name of her in the fan translation for the Super Nintendo. Nice. Well, we survived with 1 HP on Moth. I guess that is enough to not die, so that's a plus. You have no idea what the class system is. Oh, green Strysalizer. The Hayari bow it is, alrighty. Well, let me real quick explain what the class system is. So, in Final Fantasy V, as you run through the game, whenever you get to a crystal, and about a quarter through the game, you have all the crystals collected, you unlock more and more jobs. So, at any point, you can't just switch your character's job to anything you will have unlocked at this point, which you have a total of 22 choices in the very end. Which means you can just use any of the jobs at any time. And obviously, casual playing through, in this situation I would like to run away quickly from enemies, so I'm using a thief or a ninja who have abilities to run away from encounters. Or I need a good healer, so I choose a white mage and have good white magic. Or a good attack magic, so use a black mage, or time magic because that's completely broken, or chemist, that's even more broken. Or blue mage, if you know how to use that, that's also really broken. Or a berserker because you just want to have physical attacks. You get the idea, you can choose anything at any time. A 4-job fiesta is just restricted to 4 of those jobs. Ooh, it's Tanny Rand, it's an Iron Fist joke. One of those Marvel series? Let's see. I don't know that one. Steal a Thunder Rod. Alrighty. And then we hit him. Yellow dragons have the tendency of using lightning. 25% of your maximum HP is just gone. So it can hurt quite a bit actually. Boom. Boom. Oh, I did not mean to steal. No. Hit him. They have good chunk of HP, so yeah, I hoped he would not do that. Let's see whether he dies anytime soon. Attack. I hope he doesn't do another lightning. Alrighty, he doesn't because he's dead. Alright, Kryl also gained Mug, which once again, if you didn't catch that last time, Mug is basically attack and steal at the same time. Which is nice, but Mug is an active ability, and I want to have barehanded on my thieves, because otherwise they have atrociously low strength. Got an elixir. So the only time I would have a different ability on my thieves is if they end up being more of a support character rather than an offensive one. Hey, Lahulk, thank you. I appreciate that. How are you doing? And, well, thank you very much for the 10 bits. And thank you for the good luck. How are you doing? Aku jog? I don't even know what that means. Also, small reminder, please keep the language, let's say, family friendly? I think that's a good baseline. So let's see. Over here we have a chest with a lot of money, we would like to have that. By the way, this is the floor where a bunch of dragons usually appear, so we are kind of lucky that we don't run into dragons right now. Instead we run into those guys. Attack. Attack. You need to finish Final Fantasy 6 so you can do a Fiesta. Nice. For me, my first playthrough of Final Fantasy 5 was just a Job Fiesta, and that was pretty much the best thing I could do, because I would be pretty overwhelmed with the entire job system, because there's so many options. And I just kind of would end up grinding one job, then whatever, and probably just kind of eventually give up, because I'm that kind of person who just really does not want to have that many options. Actually, let's just go. Flee away. As usual, dragon encounters are difficult to run away from, except if you have an instant flee ability, like the thief can learn. Which is nice to have a thief. Also, Thief's innate ability is to prevent back attacks entirely, so we can actually never get back attacked. So since we have to go through lava floor here to get anywhere. Also here we have another 8000 gil. It's nice because we will have 1 HP, but it doesn't matter, since we can just go ahead and flee. Guaranteed. Alrighty, we are through that portion. So also, one thing, in case you were wondering as to why did I not... By the way, some of those skulls make you fall through the floor, so you need to step on the correct skulls, or walk over the correct skulls to get to those places. I just happen to know which ones. Windlands. In case you were wondering, why did I not get a second Windlands? Even though it's a rare steel, that thing is so crazy strong. Why would you not want to have a second one? And this is the reason why. There is one you can basically get for free right here. To be fair, it's a bit later into the game, but it's still absolutely worth getting. Looks like the Narrated strat in Pokemon. I'm not sure what that refers to. Oh, end up. PBR Gamer is now hosting it. Thank you, I appreciate that. And welcome everybody to our little Job Fiesta continuation. We have just arrived pretty much at the top floor here in Extev's castle. So, let's see where we're going now. First of all, to the right. Because there are two chests, only one of us is relevant to us. A partisan is in there. And this one is a Fuma Shuriken. It's a really strong throwing weapon for the ninja, but well, we don't have a ninja in a party. Interesting enough, ninjas could also use twin lances. So in a sense, at least combat-wise, ninjas are pretty much strictly superior compared to thieves. Because they also have the innate ability to use two weapons at a time, so that helps. Take care, Surfer Ninja, and thank you for dropping by. And the fire ring just protected us, that's nice. Steel, wall ring! Couldn't steal. Oh, alrighty. So, also, we did end up getting another power staff, really. Those are rare drops from those warlocks. And often you kind of want to have one. We did end up getting a partisan weapon, which is a spear. Neutral element, but it's just a fair bit stronger than anything else we could have. So it's a nice upgrade for our Dragoon. Oh, I see. I understand. Basically, you have a focus sash on it, and then... I don't know what the ability is called, where the HP of both is basically shared to the same level, and then you just quick attack. That's actually kind of fancy. Alrighty, here I don't know which skull it is in order to get up there. Alrighty, I chose correctly. This is the teleport that leads us to this thing. So this is... Carbuncle.
I'll join you if you're stronger than me. Come on, show me what you got.
This is another fight to get an Esper. And he uses Fira immediately. Of course, Carbuncle is kind of the guy who always has a wall. And that's why I wanted to fight him. He has just a Reflect Ring as a common steal, so it's way easier to get a Reflect Ring off of him. Since we are not actually using any spells, we don't need to worry about him having a wall. But he is quite the elusive guy anyways, so trying to hit him could be a bit tricky. Ouch! Oh boy. We need to heal here. That's not nice. So, of course, he uses the same strategy as the Wall Knights, in case you have wall on your cactus. Also was that. I think this guy has armor equipped. That's kind of crazy. So, his physical evasion and defense is actually really high, it seems. I was honestly not aware of that. Wow. No damage, no hit. Looks like hitting him is difficult. Except for fairies, no one can hit him. Oh, I have an idea actually. I remember. So this guy, he has two faces. No, he actually just switched faces. Now we can hit him properly with decent damage and also no evasion. So what happens here is he silently switches into another form where he has the ability to heal himself. But he can only heal himself if he removes the wall first. So the idea is, you need to realize, wait, sometimes he does not have wall and that is your time to attack. He's also completely vulnerable to any form of damage essentially. Or instant kill moves. While he is that. Now he is back to, well, the previous section. I wonder whether we can... There, no? We hit him once. So... Well... Stop! Oh boy, Lena just got stopped and she couldn't do anything. So, in this case, I'm just going to wait until we can hit him again. He casts 2 stops, that's 2 spells. I think he casts 3 spells and then changes. That's the third one. Ouch. Whoa, they just straight up took her out. That's really not nice. So, if I jump with Ferris now, she should land exactly when he's about to approach. Also, the stop will eventually wear off. There it is. Alright, you may have seen in the bottom right, the ATB bar had a brief pause. And that means he actually just switched faces, so I can hit him now. It's a little cue that you can learn and also take advantage of. He will heal himself at the next opportunity. Also, what I should do with Ferris, naturally, is just have her physically attack instead of jump, in this case. So we actually get the damage in before he has more evasion again. Oh, or we just kill him. Alrighty, Carbuncle is ours.
You kids are strong after all. This could be for a good laugh. Good for a laugh.
So, we gain Carbuncle. If you use it, and we can't use it obviously because we do not have a summoner, he will cast a Reflect on all of your party members at the same time. Which actually is a lot better than it sounds, because Reflect inherently is already kind of useful. Oh, I kind of wanted to fight that. By the way, that's... You see 1 blue dragon, right? It's actually 3 blue dragons. Either way, so a nice strategy you can do... Here, steal. Oh. A nice strategy you can do with Carbuncle is have someone who can multicast your own party, like a black mage with high level spells, and then use Carbuncle, and then multicast your own party with those spells. What that does is, because multi-target spells are just reduced in power by 50% flat, not by how many targets you hit, you deal essentially 4 times 50% damage, that is 200% damage to an enemy. You can't target it if you do it like that, but you also circumvent walls from the opposing enemy, so to speak. Alrighty. So we got pretty much everything we wanted here. Now let's go ahead and face some bad guys. Or at least that's the idea. So here, we open this chest. It's empty. Only if you open this chest, this happens. If you don't open this chest, you will not meet him. Ladies and gentlemen. Ah, jeez. Gilgamesh.
Haha! Looking for something? Well, guess what? I already took the treasure. Oh, you guys are so bored.
I got it already, Riser Laser, thank you. So, enjoy the music. So, Gilgamesh here is kind of notorious for status effects. He has pretty much every single status effect that you can get hit by in his arsenal, so well, let's just punch him before he does that. Dance Hall Days, which puts someone to sleep. They will eventually wake up. Let's actually see whether we can steal from him. Stole gauntlets. Not all that great. You have Genji gauntlets, way better. I guess that's why he doesn't have gauntlets. Oh boy, Flash. So Flash is annoying because we need to remove it in order to hit anything. So we need to use eye drops. And also keep healing, because he does a good chunk of damage here. So I prioritize healing over removing line status. Also Ferris. He does not take much damage. And we attack with Moth because he does the most damage. Even though Karunas has the same, or Kryl has now the same weapon, she still does not deal quite as much damage since he doesn't have quite that much power, strength that is. But she still deals quite a bit, although I will want to remove the shades from Lena and she's still sleeping. Maybe I should have hit her. Attack. Attack. That's actually almost as much as Moth. That's pretty good. Heal. I think that's the clever choice here. Ooh, now he woke up Lena.
Alrighty, our fourth Rambo. I must say I quite enjoy these tussles. I feel we've gained an understanding. An understanding that I will pound you silly.
With Pons Chorus, I guess. You attack. And you undo the froggy. At this point, you've pretty much won.
Say, what happened to the spry old fellow?
He fought Dexter, and
I see.
Time slip. Oh, well, I guess Lena is going to get old with sleeping. You really... Lena is now old, sleeping, and small. I'm going to move you in the back row.
Enough expository man. Now we fight like men, and ladies who dress like men. For Gilgamesh, it is morphing time.
And it just morphed into something scary that we can steal the Genji helmet from. Yay.
Narrated, it's mine! Let's see how good this Excalibur really is.
54 damage, not terribly impressive. $51 damage.
Have at you! What? Why? I have been had!
Apparently his Excalibur is not so strong.
This is far from the strongest swords! I feel so betrayed!
Gilgamesh!
Ah!
You worthless fool. For your continued bungling, I banish you from this dimension.
What? No! Anything but that!
Silence. Banished. Thrown into the rift.
No!
Poor Gilgamesh. And we get his sword, the Excalibur. It's not the Excalibur, it's the Excalibur. Which, by the way, that sword has interesting properties. In that if you look at it as a weapon... Where is it? There, Excalibur. Legendary Holy Sword? Question mark. So, it can be used by Mystic Knight, Blue Mage, Red Mage and Knights. It does have really high attack strength as a baseline, but only on the stat screen. It is actually programmed to always deal, I think 1 damage. However, if you throw that weapon as a ninja, the ninja kind of circumvents that programming that it should always deal 1 damage. And because it has Holy Element and really high attack strength, it's actually a crazy strong throwing weapon for a ninja. Alrighty, let's unmini you. And then we plan on how to take on X-Def. Good morning, Happy. How are you doing? And also greetings to you, Hentai86. How's it going? Go Power Rangers, morphing time. His translation also makes Simpsons and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles references. Interesting. Oh yeah, Goblin Punch also ignores the thing that it should deal 1 damage. So Goblin Punch and Throwing Weapon is really good. Mach Vector also... No, I think Mach is a regular attack. Pretty sure. Actually, I don't know. It does prevent the Dancing Dagger, but I think the damage is different. Don't quote me on that. I would not know. Either way, now we plan on taking on Gilgamesh, because he is just a few rooms ahead. Feeling okay? I see. Okay is good. Hope you enjoy your weekend. Soon anyways. Wait a second, it's not Friday evening yet. For you guys anyways. Dancing? I don't know. Never tried that, I don't think. Either way, let's see. So, for the fight with the upcoming boss, I will want to have an Ice Shield to absorb ice attacks? No. Ice Shield to just have better defense. Flame Ring? Alright, you actually get the one of the Reflect Rings. We have 3 Reflect Rings actually. You also get a Reflect Ring. And you get a Reflect Ring too. So we now have 3 Reflect Rings. I'm going to put Lena into the back row as well. On top of that, I am going to give her... What do I give her? Healing energies recover HP and cleanse the body of poison and darkness. HP plus 10% is probably more reliable. So I'm also giving her a reflex ring. So Lena will basically be one of my main healers here that I will want to use. And so is Ferris for the most part. Ferris will also be mainly healing our group here. Ferris has really good absorb and evasion from pretty much everything. So I think she will be fine. I'm actually going to give her a flame ring. It also means probably Aegis Shield is better, because Aegis Shield prevents some more status effects. I don't think I want to wield the bone mail this time around. Wield? Where is the correct word? Alrighty. We're as ready as we get. Our thieves, interestingly enough, are our main attackers, which they can die really quickly to XDEF here. Let's see. "13th floor, and we meet..." "Do not interfere." XDEF. XDEF, no way we'll let you get away with this. Have you any idea what I planned to get away with in the first place? What? No, but you all fight so fiercely yet have no idea of the truth. I will return the earth to how it used to be. You mean you'll turn it into a world full of evil? Believe what you wish. Simple-minded fools such as yourselves could never hope to understand my motives. It matters not. I will tolerate no more interruptions. Alrighty, here we go. This is XDEF. He is certainly no pushover. He is really strong and immediately starts with Doom here. 30 seconds to live. If the timer counts down, that person dies. Alrighty, we want to attack as much as possible to push him into the next phase. He has a bit more than 16,000 HP. I think I'm just going to jump here. And you don't have anything to do. I'm going to wait with her to see and react to whatever XDEF does. Reverse polarity, alrighty. That means we change roles. The thieves go back into the front row and the others are in the back row. And Kara is dead. Alrighty, she does not survive a single attack. So that also subsequently means that healing her up HP-wise is not necessarily that much of a priority. Maybe. The jump is pretty good damage too, so that's a nice one. So, our main focus is trying to keep people alive. Vacuum Wave is a physical attack that deals twice as much damage as his regular physical attacks, which already one-shot me. On top of that, it also inflicts HP leak status. Earthshaker? Oh boy. We're not off to a good start here. Alrighty. But this is one of the reasons why I would want to heal up, I guess. So I'm not going to heal up Lena, there's no reason for that. I think I just attack with the thieves, either way. I try to keep them alive with the other two. Well, as alive as it gets, really. In this case, I'm going to heal up Ferris. I think it's more important that Ferris actually does not die here. When you attack. Ferris is basically my main tank. She should still stay alive through everything, preferably. Also, Lena is going to die very, very soon, so let's see. Hurricane. Oh, that's alright. High potion. Wait, why did you high potion again? That was weird. You just used high potion again? I don't think I inputted that. I am very confused about this. So either way, high potion here on Lena, because she would actually survive physical attacks if she has high enough HP. Ooh. Lena did not like that. She counterattacks with a critical hit. And I have to heal Lena here Otherwise I would be too slow. Because of the HP leak status, she would actually die to it. So I had to heal with one of my thieves there. So, you keep healing yourself. Opus, thank you for the host, I appreciate that. And welcome everybody. Hope you're having a good time so far. Yeah, she used the high potion and then died. I think that was peculiar timing. Bio! Nice, I like it. Because he just reflected that to himself. I don't think it deals any damage to him, but I think it inflicts HP leak status on next step, so he actually does lose a bit of HP to it. It's nice. Level 3 flare! Aha! I think everybody except Ferris is actually level 3, so that is an interesting coincidence. Or does that reflect always? I think normally my character should not get hit, say level 28. I guess it always reflects. That's kinda strange. I was not aware of that. But it's also kind of convenient. I'm not going to complain. So, going to jump with Ferris here. He should soon get into his second phase. After you deal about 8000 damage, he goes into his second AI routine where he just counterattack or attacks a lot with high level spells. He's not in his second AI routine yet. I know that because he does not actually use Doom during it. Next up, he could use Earthshaker again if we are unlucky. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Unless we just push him into this next AI phase anyways. He missed. He dodges so long. Oh, there we go. Now, if the switch. And this is why we have the wall rings. Because of those strong spells, 3 of our characters will just straight up reflect the spells. And he also attacks twice per turn, which is really dangerous. So Ferris pretty much goes into full support mode at this point. And you just wait until he takes action. Vacuum Wave could block Ferris. Alright, apparently that was only one attack. Nice crit. Also he counters with this spell, but Wall Ring Reflect cannot be dispelled, which is nice. Alrighty, we are making good progress here. We are waiting here to see what he does. Wow. He's still alive? He is still alive. Alrighty, I think this is a good opportunity to just use an elixir. Also, Lena did not appreciate getting double hit there. Okay with you doing that, Lena. So, and let's see. I'm going to defend with Lena here. Ooh. Well, thankfully, Ferris has the flame ring on, but didn't actually do anything. You can jump now. Attack. This is going well so far. Thanks to the reflex rings, this phase is actually not all too difficult. This phase normally would be quite rough to deal with, because the spells deal a lot of damage. Nice crits. Wow, so many crits here. Also, I jumped mostly because of his high evasion, plus Ferris is also in the back row, so she would actually not survive it. Also, this is the first time he hit the thieves physically in a while, so I've gotten pretty lucky so far. Need to revive them so they can reflect more spells and hopefully not die to physical attacks, which also means, I think, there's no point in healing them anymore, because they wouldn't survive any of the attacks, I don't think. We'll see. Bandaga. Ah. So nice to have 2 twin lances. Vacuum wave, ouch. Well, he is dead. We have plenty of Phoenix Downs, we are fine. I'm going to heal up this lady here. Bam! Get cry of revenge to the grandfather. This is it, X-Death. Goodbye. Victory. Oh no, the crystals! They're breaking! No! Well then. We won! Or something like that. Ooh. Well then. That's Castle Tycoon. We're back home? Well then, looks like we are indeed back home. Welcome home. Credits roll or something like that. Ah, not quite over yet. I think we are probably fine just leaving it at this. Except I actually don't need the reflect rings on you guys anymore, you can have other stuff now. Like... power armlet... Wait, you don't get a power armlet. You get the elemental one, no. And the thief's glove. No. Power armlet, you want the power armlet, you need to be stronger, buddy. Castle Tycoon. Your current forge of Fiesta is Red Mage, Time Mage, Bard, Bard. That really isn't motivating me. I mean, even if you have Red Mage, and normally Black Mage is stronger with spells, once you have the song that buffs spell attack, your spells are going to be pretty ridiculous in the end, stronger than Red Mages, Black Mages potentially. So, don't write it off, it's a really strong party, except just, I guess, physically not that powerful. But good luck with that, movie. Hi.
Thank heavens, you're back safe! The Chancellor wishes to speak with you.
Alrighty. Hello everybody, how are you doing? I don't know the details of your quest, but good luck. We are pretty much done. Princess Lena! Oh, Princess Lena. Alrighty. First floor. I guess they don't know the good news yet.
Princess Lena! Princess Ariza, welcome home!
Father,
The king's passing was a great loss. However, we must do our best to continue on without him. Additionally, Princess Ariza has returned when he thought her dead. It is cause for celebration.
Teresa, my true name.
Yes, my lady.
The name Papa gave me. Hey, what are you doing?
Preparations for the banquet are ready. Of course, your acquaintances are welcome to attend.
But you want me to go there dressed like this? Are you mad?
Come on now, princess.
Ah.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
Yowza, she really is. Moth, I think you're bluffing. I'm not. Well then, I guess we have a party now. Dance, dance, get down and boogie. Whoa, oops, sorry. They just run into us, that's so nice. Also, earlier we could not get into the king's chamber. We can now. I wonder what that is about. Actually, I actually don't know. King Tycoon's diary. X month, X day. Day, Cereza was to have her first ride on Hiryu. Instead, she threw a tantrum. Aww. Instead, she threw a tantrum. She did not want to ride a Hiryu. Whoa. I guess that's that. I wonder what happens if you come up here with Cereza, or, well, Ferris. Hi. I hope Princess Lena and Princess Cereza never leave us again. How wonderful it would be if they stayed here with us, always. Is it true that Princess Cereza calls herself Ferris? What a weird name. Hey, Trial went out here. Hello. Grandpa. Trial, how are you holding up? Alright. Not so painful anymore, but I guess I just feel anxious. It's like Grandpa is fussing at us to hurry. I think I get it. Let us check it out. Huh? What? We're back in my world. There's gotta be a reason for that, right? Let's find out what it is. Okay. Well then, I guess let's figure out stuff. Let's talk to... Oops, sorry. Let's talk to... Oops, sorry. Oh, they won't let us talk to them at all. I guess we're just going in that case. What about the girls? No way they can slip away, so... Hold on, we are just going. Hello. I know the chancellor is greatly relieved. You've gone a little crazy up until now and finished 9 fiestas. You figured out for 10 you do chaos. Wow. That's a lot of fiestas. Oh, wow. Careful, buddy. Oh, sorry, I was just rushing over to tell everyone the bridge over the West River is complete. Yay. Boko might still be over in that cave to the west. Boko? He's my prize Chocobo, and my best friend. Oh, really? What, you don't believe me? Well, you're so poor at riding wind drakes. Hey, you little... Oh, take this! Bam! Jeez, I can't win against this kid. Oh, let's just save for now. So, the bridge is complete over the West River. Let's see. Also, the meteor is gone, and... Was there a river before? Oh well. So this is probably the cave that we were in. Looks a bit different, feels like. Hello, Boko! Boko! Hello, I'm Kryle. Huh? Do you speak Chocobo too? Just a little. I think he wants to introduce us to someone. Huh? For real? This is FF5. Her name's Coco. Boko, you start, you... Listen, Boko, I've got a favor to ask. He said he already knows. What?
He says you're leaving on another journey, right?
Poco, is that okay? And you got a little woman and all. What's he saying?
He says that he loves her.
Slick.
And that while he is away to take care of the babies.
Babies?
Coco has little ones on the way. So she says she'll be waiting here for him.
Coco, thanks. Don't worry, we'll come back safe.
Right?
Yay! So we have now our Chocobo back. What you can technically do, is what they called, is you can align the agility. This looks a bit different. You can align the agility of your bards to do the stop song and have exact same agility, and also make sure that they have the same equipment weight. Basically, every 8 equipment weight you lose 1 agility, and if you just align the agility, you should be able to easily avoid getting out of sync. They can just hold down the A button in the end, at least in theory. Oh.
Wait. Ow! If you hadn't been riding so fast.
Boko, this is all your fault.
Don't take it out on him. There's nothing he could have done.
Oh.
Mob, what is that?
This is the end lane. He has 8000 HP total, and is super irritating to deal with. Because he is also pretty strong physically, but even worse, he has an ability called Discord, which halves my levels. And also he has a fair bit of evasion, so we need to take him out before he uses his Discord attack too often on us, so we would deal no damage anymore. But I think with 2 thieves that are pretty quick overall, it shouldn't be no trouble. Hopefully anyways. Oh, say, and level is halved. You can see, my damage dropped quite significantly there already. Pretty much half of what it was before. Don't hit Discord on Moth and we are all fine. Watch us go. Also, nice dodges, Kara. Or Kryl, I guess. Digestive acid. Ooh. It's a bit of damage, but also introduces the slip status. So we lose HP continuously until it stops. But it's pretty much the least bad thing he can do. So Kryl is now on healing duty, because she deals less damage than Moth. Moth should be able to take the Antlion out sometime soon. Flee! He just runs away. Alrighty, I guess that works. That fight can actually be really rough if your characters are kind of weak. And he just reduces you to the level 1 in the end by repeatedly using Discord, and it can be a bit of a messy fight, but most of the time not too bad. Stuck in a monster's nest. Great, just great.
I don't think it's very great at all. Now, what will they do?
Ray!
Ray!
We can run in circles forever. Oh. Thing happened. Hey! What's that? Oh. Looks like a rope. But it got back up again. At this point. Here. Huh, try to get it. The rope is not playing along. Boko, help us out here. Dump! No! Ouch.
Right. You promise you never try and pull something like that again? Willing to admit you were wrong to try and make it without me? Come on, get up here.
Well then, let's get up there. Someone was nice enough to help us out, and that someone happens to be... Ferris.
Which one of you decided to maroon me back there? He did.
You did.
No. Try it again and you'll swing from a yardarm.
Okay. Sorry. But what happened? Why did you come after us?
I'm just not cut out for being a princess, I'm afraid. Pirating's much more my style.
Ah, come on.
Ouch!
What's wrong?
Owie, I think I got a splinter.
Don't worry about it. Ferris, join the party. Welcome back, Ferris. Much waiting in this game. There is a fair bit, but I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, because the first time you're just kind of wondering, what do I do now? And eventually the game just kind of goes, haha, that's what we do. Alrighty. Well, let's go in here, because we don't really have much of a choice to go anywhere else. This looks like Ito's cave. Are we still in the other world now? Ito? Alley up!
Oh, thank you. I suppose you can be helpful after all. The shock of the two worlds merging sent everything topsy-turvy, including me.
Oh, two worlds merging. I see.
I'm a bit too old to do much on my back, Airu.
What do you mean, two worlds merging?
I see you're just as slow on the uptake as before. It's an ancient legend, but I had never imagined it was true. According to legend, 1,000 years ago, Moth's world and Kryle's world were one and the same.
The same?
It seems there is quite the echo in here.
But... I never actually got that before. Nice.
Why did the world split? To seal the void.
The void?
I fear no matter how often I allude to your ignorance, my dry wit just goes over your head, so I will simply explain. 1,000 years ago, there existed a presence of the strongest evil, Enua. Enua possessed the power to control the void. After a long and harrowing battle, the people were able to defeat Enua with 12 legendary weapons. However, the void that Enua had created could not be erased. As a last resort, the people split the crystals into two. To maintain balance, the world split into two as well. The void was sealed within the space between the two worlds, the interdimensional rift.
That means XDev was telling the truth. He really did want to return the world to how it used to be.
However, without the crystals,
the wind's power will never return.
Nor will that of the earth, fire, or water. Ouch! Oh, this splinter really hurts.
Well, that splinter looks like XDev. XDev?
I I turned myself into a tiny splinter, waiting just for this moment. Now you can understand my true goal. To take the steel power of the void for my own.
What?
Why do you think I merged the words together?
Oh. Whoa.
Oh, now that the two words are one, the interdimensional rift, the void was sealed within is appearing as well.
Wait, so in plain English, you're saying that this void, whatever not, is coming here?
Yes. The void shall be released from its 1,000-year prison and into my keeping. The matchless power of the void will be mine.
Not a chance, XF. Boom. Wow. He is pretty strong. And Guido is in the water. Oh no. Upside down too. Castle Tycoon. Lena.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Look, gaze upon the unlimited power of the void. Watch as it engulfs all its path, and soon it will belong to me.
Lena. XF, you... He is not joking around this time. I wonder whether he was just playing last time.
Peons. Tremble before my might. Time for your viscera to see the light of day. Now die.
Whoa. Turtle power.
Turtle! Not bad for a reptile. You think I sat around 7 centuries munching on pizza? Perhaps you should have taken a chance. You shall find no such tasty diversions in the afterlife.
He's a big meanie. Get him. I hope Guido joins our party now. That would be awesome.
Peons, tremble before my might.
Well, he sent us flying. Again. He's done that before. The barrier.
Oh, my aching.
Guido, you okay?
Hexteth, that cur! He must be stopped before he obtains the full power of the void, or...
Huh?
By Jove, what's that?
Just the Library of the Ancients.
The fabled Library of the Ancients? My dear boy, have you any idea what an important place that is? Oh, of course not. Of course you don't. To think that the Library of the Ancients was here the whole time. Follow close, children. Within the library is a book which describes how to defeat Hexteth.
And also, me Speedy, thank you so much for the 2 months of support in a row. I really appreciate that. Good morning to you and welcome back. I'm glad you enjoy your stay. Thank you so much. Also, this cutscene is longer than I expected. I usually just try to finish off cutscenes before making those shoutouts, so... oh well. Dum, 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 dum. Alrighty. Sage Guido. I have a suggestion to probably how to do that, but let me get this thingy. going real quick.
Sage Gita! Aha! Scholars from Surgate. We've been able to find the second half of the sealed tomb. Perfect.
So, scholars from both sides of the world, or both worlds just merged. What did you do? I guess he knows that place.
Now, let us begin the strategy meeting. As you have probably noticed, the two worlds have recombined into one. Also, the void is trying to break free from where it has been sealed within the rift.
Then we'd better hurry and stop it. Moth. So enthusiastic, yet so stupid.
Along with the void, many fearsome monsters were sealed in the rift a millennium ago. They are all incredibly evil and incredibly strong. I feel safe in saying that as you are now, you kids wouldn't stand a chance.
Then what do we do?
Elementary, my dear Moth. The legendary weapons used to defeat the warlock Enua has 1,000 years ago.
Legendary weapons?
Sometimes I wonder if you say things like this just to spite me. Yes, the 12 legendary weapons. They are weapons, they are legendary, there are even 12 of them. Now that we have both halves of the sealed tomb, if all goes according to legend, and I'm certain it will, the book will show us the way.
The book?
It is written, and nothing is power again does speak. The light warriors this book shall speak.
To the light warriors. The book begins to speak. After Enua's defeat, the weapon of legend were sealed within the castle Kuza. To break the seals, the 4 tablets must be assembled. One rests, alongside spirits of the past, blessed by the soil. One rests within an island shrine, kissed by wind. One rests beneath the ocean's floor, engulfed by flames. One rests beyond the river's torrents, protected by water. Along with the keys to open the seals, the 4 tablets are sealed, our servants. If the tablets are moved, our servants will awaken. The ultimate spell of white and black, the magic of time and space, Meteor, the Sea King Leviathan, and the Dragon King Bahamut. Present this book unto the gate, and the way to the seals will be open. Receive the sealed tomb.
Go! Unseal the 12 legendary weapons before Xdeath gains the power of the void. We are all counting on you. Go and find the first tablet, blessed by the soul and the spirits of the past. Eureka! It must be the pyramid in the desert of shifting sands. Fairies, Graya, and even you, Moth. You must go at once. The future of the world depends on it.
Alrighty. Finally, we get to do stuff again, after all those cutscenes. Also, before we do anything else, heal. Yay! So, currently, Lena's not on our party because, well, she just kind of got removed. And, well, we don't have a monk now in our party. It's actually a little bit awkward, but it should be fine. I actually prefer having a second monk. Wait, but then I couldn't use the twin lens. Nah, it's fine, we keep this party like it is. Alrighty, and Grobbly, can you kill a Mega with Blue, Black, Thief and Summoner without insane levels of grinding? Yes, you can, I dare to say. Might just be taking a bit of patience. So, what do you want to do, from what I can tell, is have 3 reflectlings on your characters and 1 character with something else, preferably someone who actually can survive some spell damage. But you don't want that character to deal, not get it, as in not absorb it. He needs to take damage. So if you just cast essentially Thundaga at your own party, or the entire own party, and your own party takes damage, you will be able to take advantage of Actually, no, what you can do is something a lot simpler than that. So what you can do, every, I think, 5th turn, Omega will use targeting, guaranteed, 100% of the time. Always after he uses 2 moves in a row. So you just need to survive that, quote-unquote just. So what you want to do is enter that battle with float on everybody, and also equip haste shoes on everybody. Alternatively to haste shoes, what you could do is use reflect rings on everybody, and then just reflect haste off of... Wait, no, you don't have haste, never mind. No, start with haste shoes, and then just you apply wall to everybody. Whenever you get hit by Surge Beam, use White Wind to heal up. And once in a while you need to use White Wind twice in order to heal up all the way. With haste boots, you should have absolutely no trouble keeping that up, just have a few elixirs to restore MP. And as soon as he is about... after he takes his double turn, you will want to cast Reflect via Summoner spell Carbuncle on all of your characters. And that is your chance to strike. Afterwards he will target himself, and that is when you can basically damage him without getting counterattacked yourself, until he takes the next action. Then you basically reflect on all your characters, and then you black magic Thundaga all of your characters at him. You need to survive about 5 or 6 cycles like that, but it should be doable. I'm not sure about the grinding portion, but I think you will figure it out. With White Wind you have an easy way to heal. It actually even works with just only high potions, as long as you're not too high levels. So either way, let's continue here. Alrighty, we need to go to the desert. Also, if we are getting encounters here now, the enemies will be significantly stronger than before. Preemptive strike. So we have an Elmgigas, who has a hero cocktail. Not terribly interesting. We have those Python enemies, which are actually kind of strong. Also, I probably should move Ferris back into the front row so she can just hit instead. I want to get rid of some of those enemies. 30,000 damage was enough to do him in. And those shadows. Oh. That's actually bad. So those Elmgigas are actually sleeping at the beginning of the battle. And as soon as you hit them, they wake up. Which means now he's actually going to attack us. And he is, if I remember, pretty strong. Yeah. They are not to be underestimated, so we want to take him out as quick as possible. We leave the healing for out of combat. Alrighty, not too bad actually. I figured it would be rougher than this, but still, he almost one-shot my thief here. Also, I think I probably want to have Ferris use the Genji gloves again. And also, I actually completely forgot about that. She can use the Genji helmet that we got from Gilgamesh earlier. So the Genji helmet prevents Mini and Confusion, which Mini doesn't really matter too much for the most part, but Confusion is really nice to be immune to. Let's equip the Ice Shield again to absorb ice damage and also I think prevent other damage. Bone Mail for more physical defense, and the Partisan is fine. So, the Guardian Tree. Guardian Tree? What is a Guardian Tree? The Guardian Tree? Oh, from the Forest of Moor. The forest is beginning to come back to life. Grandpa, why can't Grandpa come back to life? Oh. Lena. Papa. Yeah, Lena is in the void now, so it's safe to assume she is pretty much dead. So many lives have been lost. Well, we are completing this with 3 warriors in the end, I guess.
We must stop backstab. The people around the world need us. No, not only the people, but all life.
Aye. So many sacrifices have been made already. I won't stand by while more lives are lost. Let's go, so there won't be any more sacrifices. Alrighty, fun fact, you can actually avoid this cutscene by just going 1 tile down and walking around the triggers. So you don't have to do that if you don't want to. And we get into the desert. Because the earth crystal shattered, nothing moves anymore. The sand stopped moving.
I guess now that both sets of crystals have shattered, there's not enough power in the earth for it to move.
Even the ground is getting unstable. Bloom Widows! Also over here we have Moor. Or Moor. So, the nice thing about Moor is it pretty much has the same stuff in it as before, so I don't need to worry about anything, except one thing. So this door here early was closed, but now we can actually go through the house. Only once the 2 worlds merge. This is an option. We go through a little secret passage here and arrive in a weird place. It's not even shown for thieves that you can go here. So this guy is kind of strange.
What have we here? Getting this far means you must be very brave. Or else just very lucky. How's this? I'll let you decide. Think you're brave? Take what's in the crate on the left. If you're a coward, take what's on one on the right. What is it gonna be?
We take the right crate. Receive the chicken knife. That's such a weird encounter. Either way, what that does for us is we now have the chicken knife, which is actually pretty crazy. Alrighty. I would like for Ferris to continue being a dragoon and learn or go with dragoon all the way, I think. I'm not sure that's necessary. For now, I'm going to switch jobs. I'm going to make Moth into a dragoon now, with Monk. Attack and steal from an enemy. You'll soon see why. So, and now we have the chicken knife. So, in case you couldn't tell, the chicken knife has pretty much double the attack from an air knife. The air knife is not a weak weapon, but the chicken knife is insane. So, how this encounter there worked. If you're a coward, you go take the right weapon, which means if you flee from combat, every time you flee from combat, a chicken knife gains half an attack power. So that means if you run away 255 times, the chicken knife will have its maximum attack power of 127, and that is stronger than any other weapon you can in the game, with one exception. The Brave Blade. The Brave Blade would have been in the crate on the left. You can only wield the Brave Blade on a night, so you usually don't go for it in a run. But what you need to do is never run away from combat in order for the Brave Blade to stay strong. So, since we have run away plenty, the chicken knife is the vastly superior choice. Well then, the chicken knife has an interesting properties, or some interesting properties. So, let's see. Thief? Yeah, let's make her into a thief. Barehanded, so she hit actually deals damage. So the chicken knife's properties are basically that 1 in 4 times when you attack normally, you will run away or try to run away from the encounter. Just at random. 1 in 4 times. That is 25% of the time. That's quite a bit of running away if you don't mean to. However, there are a few abilities that will help you not run away. Because you can still use the power of the chicken knife and still kill the enemies with it. And one of those abilities is Mug. And that's why I wanted to have at least one thief with Mug. And that means we will be able to use the power of the chicken knife just like this without having to worry about the runaway chance whatsoever. And that's really nice. So you equip the Genji glove, the Genji helmet, and all the really powerful stuff. You can also have the bone mail, that's okay. We just cannot heal you outside in combat. So, alrighty. That's what we do here. So the downside is, I don't have anyone who can use spears for now, which is also one of the reasons as to why I wanted to have at least one person master Dragoon, so we would have equipped spears on a secondary character. So someone else could equip spears too. But the thing is, however, equip spears is really nice, because you can equip spears and there are quite some powerful ones. Let me grab some healing items, we are starting to run low on them. High potions all the way, nice. So the downside of this is, I could technically just equip Mug on one of the thieves and have them use the chicken knife like that, but then they would lose out on a lot of strength, as in a lot. And the chicken knife is nice in that it takes both agility and strength into account, so it wouldn't actually be too bad. So here, he has a combined strength and agility of 81. But that's actually not too bad. However, Kryl as a thief, thanks to monk power, has 57 strength. If she did not have the barehanded ability, she would have only, I think, 23 strength. So that's a lot less strength, and that would also mean a lot less damage with the chicken knife. So I want to maximize the damage here, so the optimal portion is just using Mug on a Dragoon instead. And yeah, that's just how I'm going to do this. So let's see the power of the chicken knife. Also the nice thing is I will just randomly steal a lot of garbage that I might be able to sell for a good chunk of money. The Pyramid of Moor. And here we have the Guardians of the Pyramid of Moor. 2 gargoyles. This is a mini-boss fight that will occur a few times. And those guys have, I think, about 4.5 or 5,000 HP. On top of that, their physical attacks are not too bad. Here, check out the power of Mug. 2,122 damage, that's a lot of damage just for a regular attack there. And it's guaranteed to work. So the trick about those 2 enemies is that they... Ooh. You need to kill them both at approximately the same time in order to take them out, essentially. Because if one or the other is alive, the other one will just revive the former one. And obviously we are not exactly a fan of them surviving, so we try to take them out. So they don't have too much HP compared to how much damage I take. Well, at least if we hit, that is. Wow. I really don't like Kara. Look, nothing to steal. And as usual, we really don't have much of an option other than just using potions to heal. So this guy is soon going to be dead. Uh-oh. No! Oh, I messed up. So I need to actually count damage. That's 1,000 damage there. I'm actually just going to defend with those 2. That makes the damage counting easier. So that's 2,000 damage. Then I need to align my damage in order to actually hurt them, or kill them for that matter. We defend. Also the chicken knife gives you +5 agility, that's a lot. That's 3,000 damage. So 4000 damage. Okay, with the next attack he will die. So I'm going to wait here until the enemies move. And then I'm going to attack the front guy with the thieves. And the back guy with the dragoon here. Oh, or that works too. He should die. Goodbye. Nice. Alrighty, there we go. Look, the sealed tomb. It rips a page out of the tomb, burns it. Blessed by the soil and the spirits of old, one tablet rests. I don't know whether that's a rhyme, but I don't know how it continues. Alrighty, we are now in the Pyramid of Mur. And that's a lot of stone enemy. They are called Ushapti. And because we don't have any proper area of effect attack, we just run away from them. Oh, and this one is interesting. This is a Lamia Queen. Lamia Queens have an interesting item you can steal from them that is called a Thornlet. I think it's a rare steal too, so it's kind of unlikely to get there. They also don't have that much HP, so taking them out is usually quicker. They have an interesting drop too, which I believe is a item for the dancers. Whee! We fall! And run right next to the It's a trap! Monster attacks! Alrighty, those are actually really strong, and getting a preemptive attack on those is really nice too. The Damned, they deal a lot of damage. Like, a lot of damage. Thankfully, the Shiknai should be able to take one of them out in one shot. They have 2000 HP. They are also undead, so you try to absorb HP from them, that's not going to work in your favor. Good damage so far. Mug. Nice. Preemptive, really nice here. Trial gain the level. First gain a chop level. Ambulance flee. And we gain a second ice shield. Not useful, unfortunately. Oh, nice. If you run into those snakes, normally you get a turn encounter, but I just randomly managed to avoid that, I guess. So I'm just going to defend with those two and Mark instead. Solar Maiden's Kiss. This is faster, actually. And the nice thing is... Oh, bye-bye. The nice thing is... those enemies could also give us some items that gives us a bunch of money. And money could be useful, but not be terribly useful. And here we have some mummies. I said monies, not mummies. To be fair, it sounds almost the same. So those mummies, or grand mummy, they have a lot of HP. Dance holidays. Well, good night, sir. You should not be sleeping. Equipping the knife to wake him up. Attack. Did he just sleep him before he could do anything? Oopsie, I need to equip the twin lance again. Mark. Couldn't steal. Dance holidays. As long as they're just sleeping, it's fine. That could be much worse. Mug him! Solar high potion, hey, that's nice. 3 high potions. So, and here we get the Cursed Ring. Cursed Ring is interesting in that, look how much defense it gives us. Cursed Ring gives us 13 more defense than the Genji Gloves, and the Genji Gloves already give a good chunk of defense. So yeah, compared to an elemental, they give a total of 25 defense. But the ring is cursed with doom, as you may have read from the description, which means after, I think on the ring itself, it's 60 seconds? After 60 seconds, your character will just straight up die. I don't know whether you can revive him. But it's a lot of defense, but for a high price. The battle could not last particularly long. And for the most part, that's not really worth it. But it's an interesting item. Switch up the... bye-bye. So by the way, I'm currently mostly just circumventing the chicken knife's tendency of running away thanks to being able to use it with Mach as an attack instead. Oh! Oh my god. We just stole a Thornlet. That is ridiculous. So, a Thornlet is a headgear item that gives you defense, a good chunk of defense, even more than the Genji helmet, which is generally considered to be the strongest headgear item. It's the highest defense in the game. And it's really not bad for defense purposes. However, it has a really big downside, and the reason why you pretty much will never use it outside of a specific instance, and that is, with the Thornlet you are in constant slip status, which means you always lose HP throughout the entire battle, and that can be really annoying. Or more specifically, it is really annoying. So yeah, let's not do that. There is one use for the Thornlet, and that use is that it allows you to underflow your intelligence stat. It also reduces your intelligence by 5, I believe, the Thornlet that is. Also, those guys deal a lot of damage if they hit you. So reducing your intelligence doesn't sound terribly useful, except for the fact that in the Super Nintendo version, you can actually underflow your intelligence if you have a Berserker. And they will gain insane amounts of resistance. So Flame Shield is the exact same as the Ice Shield, except it absorbs fire. I actually currently prefer the Flame Shield. It's a trap! Monster attack! Let's hit him. Is that going to counterattack? He's not currently. Alright. Goodness deal, the Archaeosaur. I don't actually know much about this guy aside from that he has Poison Breath. Or Zombie Breath? One or the other. Can be pretty threatening. So let's take him out quickly. We're dealing good damage, so that's a good plus. Oh well, he is dealing good damage too. Bye bye, Kara. Let's actually revive her. He's also not weak to just using a Phoenix down, unfortunately. Even though I think he's undead, pretty sure. Most of the things in the pyramid are undead. And we obtained a white robe. Pretty much a caster item with extra stamina. I don't think we can even use it. I believe you can revive a character killed by the first ring. They just get doomed again. Alrighty, that's good to know. Thank you. Also, you may notice me not opening certain chests. The reason for that is kind of simple. Those chests contain dark matter. A lot of chests in here contain dark matter. And that is kind of a rare alchemist material. But I don't have an alchemist, so I don't really care about picking it up. So here we actually need to be careful. Those things are pretty crazy. Okay, mecha heads. They have a good chunk of defense and evasion. But more importantly, they have what is called Surge Beam. You may remember Surge Beam from the Soul Cannon. It deals 50% of your entire group's max HP in damage and also slip status, so you have to heal after it. Because he technically can use Surge Beam twice in a row. So you need to be really careful with this guy. Also, he has ultimate attacks. And sometimes, if you're lucky, it just doesn't do anything. Which is nice too, I guess. Alrighty. We go through this room with those machine heads rather quickly and then we come back. Because after this is just a room with a healing thing. Okay. So, this room here, the enemies actually cannot get through our armor of our Dragoon here. They have a good chunk of HP though. However, the downside of those guys is that they have an ability called, I think, Dance of the Dead, which just randomly transforms one of your characters into a zombie. We really don't want that to happen, so... we just kill them before that happens, preferably. And goodbye. Alright, that went pretty smoothly. You like the curse ring in here, most battles don't take that long. That's actually a really good point. I could equip the curse ring on one of my thieves instead of a elemental. Yeah, actually let's do that. I like that idea. You have the Genji gloves. Fine. You got the curse ring. Oh, no. Did I save? I didn't save, did I? Now we go back. There are 2 chests in that room. Actually, no, that's not true. I think it's 4 total. The chest on the left contains a dark robe. I think that's the cast... or the black robe, I think, which is the caster item, I think. I'm not entirely sure. Also, it's 50 seconds, apparently. Quote-unquote seconds. Stolen ether. Well, that's 750 gold for us. Without doing anything aside from using... Mark. Wave cannon. Oh boy. It's called wave cannon in this version. I think we kill him faster than he can use it again though. But we are fine. So now that we have a bit more space with those guys, we should be able to just completely avoid getting into combat with those guys. Except that I didn't realize there was one more of those guys down here. Missile. Missile didn't hit, which is nice, because that would be 75% of my maximum, my current HP and damage. And if a wave cannon were to hit me right after, we would be basically dead on that character. Alright, hit that switch, snakes appear, or the spikes that disappear. Those spikes, by the way, if it was just damage I wouldn't care much, just run over them, but they also poison you, so that's kind of annoying. Monster attack. Alrighty, one of those guys again. Just take him out. Couldn't steal. I just hope he doesn't take out Ferris. That's really all there is to it. I think he just skipped a turn. You could tell that by the ATB bar in the bottom right, making a brief pause. Okay, the black robe. As I said, I think this is not the one we're looking for. Yeah, no. We can't equip this. There is a dark robe, I think it's called in this version. The dark robe is really good. That's what we want. Because it increases strength and agility for our characters. And also more defense. So this room, by the way, has no random encounters, only those machine head robots. They are going to circle me in, aren't they? Ah, didn't manage to sneak past. Oh well. The nice thing about those guys is they don't respawn once you kill them, so you don't need to worry about it. Flamethrower, that's not nice. And ropes caster only, pretty much, yes. I guess so. I'm not sure whether it's... It might be called a dark suit instead. Fish. Alrighty. So, up here we have an elixir. Through the sarcophagus we have something else, and as you might be able to guess, our mummies in here too. Let's just take them out. Take out the trash. Fuck, couldn't steal. Wow, alright, Ikara has a lot more damage now. Or crime, sorry. There's a pair like black robe and white robe, and then another one that's a black garb. Alrighty, I'm talking about the black garb then. Thank you. Miss, don't miss, that's silly. Although he should die anyways, I think. He does. Okay. So, up here, we have actually the Thornlet that you can find in here. So you're actually guaranteed to find the Thornlet for a Berserker, in case you play the Super Nintendo version. It does not work in the Game Boy Advance or any other version for that matter. Actually, no, never mind. It does work on the PlayStation version. But you shouldn't play the PlayStation version. Alrighty, we managed to get through there. Just a few more places left to go. Oh hey, Sekhmet. Let's try to steal from him. Sekhmet here is interesting that he has a rare steal that are actually the Thieves' Glove. Doesn't he counterattack? Maybe I should be careful. Yeah, he counterattacks. And the Sling, I believe, inflicts darkness status effect, so we should be a bit more careful with that. Probably. Nothing to steal.
You may have defeated me, but my brother in the tower will... There!
So Sekhmet doesn't give you a whole lot aside from a few ability points. But hey. Ability points. Those are nice. Also, there are snakes in this room. The PlayStation version has the best translation. Sure. I think I'm actually going to switch up something here. No, I'm going to do that in the next room because I will get something in here. So one of those chests is the Dark Matter, one of it is... The Dark Matters I don't care about, by the way. One of it is something else. Here we go, not Phoenix Stones. So, as mentioned before, those statue guys, they usually attack in the first turn and die to a single gold needle, which is nice. But in the second turn they can petrify you, which is kinda dangerous, so you want to be careful with that. Objedar. Those are the same ones that before. I believe we should be able to take one out in a swing. Oh, or not. Oh nice, all three of the statues decided to not attack. That's really nice of them. Okay. If we are quick enough with Moth here, he will be able to take out the last statue without them doing anything. So we got pretty lucky in this fight. They do pretty significant physical damage. Sometimes. Okie dokie. And we get the Crystal Armor. The Crystal Armor obviously can only be worn by someone who can use heavy armor. Kind of like the Diamond Armor, it reduces damage from lightning, I believe anyways. So, we are going to be equipping the Bone Mail here. Oh, why don't you have the Power Sash? That's silly. Well, Bone Mail here on Ferris, so she has a lot more defense. So, we have 3 people now with really good defense. You have 54, 42, 39. And because the battles don't last particularly long, we should be actually really well off with our defense values now. So this fight here, by the way, is really hard to run away from. And what that Zephyrus does is she summons enemies. Let me actually just demonstrate this. Those enemies are usually beefed up versions from other enemies that you met earlier. So yeah, they're not terribly strong, but you kind of want to be careful about them. They also give experience and items, so that's nice. So as you can see, there are pathways to that place. In order to get that top chest, you need to fall from above. But that top chest only contains a dark matter, so once again we don't really care much about that. Crystal armor does not lower lightning damage. Alrighty, so I'm wrong in this. Either way, it's really high defense armor, so it's nice. So those are Steel Fists. Once again, they counterattack, and I don't like them counterattacking. But now we should have more defense and be better prepared for them. Couldn't steal. Wow, I actually survived that. I am impressed. Solar Twist headband. That's pretty neat. So yeah, we take so much less damage than before. Really good. I was actually reasonably certain that the crystal helmet at least reduced damage focusing energy. Huh. That when you counterattack? I think they actually have lower defense when they focus energy. Or not. Seems the same. Black Garb, that is what we're looking for. Alrighty, Ferris. You get the Black Garb for now. Black Garb has a good chunk more defense. Gives you, I think, +1 strength. And also +1 agility. So the defense starts to matter at this point, so the more strength is nice, but more defense is definitely also very nice. And also at this point it starts where we do have plenty of damage, but we actually need to survive in order to dish out that damage, so we do want to actually get defense here. Only Diamond Gear has the effect on lightning damage, neither crystal health nor armor does. Interesting. Alrighty, I guess I'm wrong. Thank you. So, here is, by the way, on those sand streams where you can fall down. Also, if you push the button on the right, you fall down. There's money on the right side and dark matters on the left side. Once again, dark matters we don't care about. The dark matters are actually locked behind the enemy encounters, otherwise I would just go and show and pick them up. Begin the level. You're kind of surprised I don't have Flee in one. I mean, we just defeat the enemies really quickly, so we don't need Flee, right? So those Rashi forms, I have no idea what they can do or cannot do. They just die, I guess, quick. I'm just going to run away from those. I just don't like dealing with those dumb thingies. They're not even that particularly dangerous. Alrighty, here we have 3 chests. One contains a gold hairpin, reduces all magic cost by half. You don't have any magic uses, so it's mostly just for selling purposes. And this is a dark matter. I opened the wrong chest. This is the money that I want. Afterwards, we go and grab the other chest here. Oh, or not. Whoopsie. That's okay. Because I wanted to drop down eventually anyway, since here's an elixir. And more stuff. 10,000 gil. And the cottage. The cottage is not really noteworthy, but it's kind of a weirdly hidden one. Too many enemies. Yes, dark matters don't sell for much. And here we have one of those interesting chests. So this chest contains a Earth Hammer. Fun fact, you can steal Earth Hammer from Titan at the end of World 1. So you can have the Earth Hammer really early already. The Earth Hammer is a weapon for a Berserker, and 1 in 4 times when the Berserker attacks with it, it will cast Quake instead of attacking. So because of the... or Gaia Hammer, I guess. Because of the Berserker's low magical or low intelligence and low magic power, that is not usually too terribly much damage, but especially in the early game, 500 damage on all enemies that are not flying specifically, that's quite a lot. Also, if you use the underflow in the Super Nintendo version, here's a ribbon by the way, we can't use that and it's not worth much for selling. Whatever, I pick it up anyways. If you use the underflow in the Super Nintendo version, it will actually deal about 2000 damage for a Berserk. Unfortunately, you can't get a Thornlet until, well, the pyramid here. The trap, monster attack. Once again, I picked the wrong chest. Elixir. Now, we're on the 8th floor, and here is one of those legendary tablets. The first tablet. Holy moly, what's going on? The pedestal just rises into the air. And brings us outside. How convenient. We may have been able to just drop down from here, actually.
Look, something's written on the tablet. The Dragon King Bahamut?
Huh? You know that island where we parked our ship on, because there was the point where we actually entered the second world from? Well, that island is not actually an island. It's a gigantic flying dragon.
The peninsula! It's sinking!
And here we have Bahamut, King of the Dragons. Incoming! I will await thee at the summit of North Mountain. Look, this the airship. And the ship comes over to us. I guess we can now go and get it, which is pretty nice. First, more like the only time, let's be real. I mean, if I were to just do another Fiesta run, I would not go ahead and grab the other tablets, but I feel like showing off the world in a narrated playthrough is a nice thing to do, so I do actually end up go and get all the tablets, maybe do a bit more side stuff too as well. So we'll see where we go. We will see. Alrighty, here we go with moving on a little bit further. Give me 1 second, guys. Need to drink something real quick. Alrighty, let's continue. Let's get our ship. Oh. Did you?
Listen, a windbreak.
Oh, rest well, Falthon. Thank you for dropping by, and well, have a good sleep. Take care.
Lena!
Oh, Lena is here. Maybe we're not going to 3-man or 3 people this after all. Lena, are you okay? Come on, wake up, say something.
This body is mine!
Lena, what the?
Beast!
Oh, beast, steal between dimensions for a millennium. Go forth, Melusine. Hexstaff! All that was once sealed adrift is now mine to command.
Lena, stop, please! Lena!
Face destruction at your own friend's hands. Hexstaff! Now watch as I take care of a turtle infestation. It's just one turtle. Wait, what? No, don't kill my turtle. Turtles are friends, not food. Oh, I actually forgot something in the library. Oh well. Well, there goes the library. Can't enter that thing anymore. Soon, very soon, the power of the void will completely be mine, and the entire earth will kneel before me. Then stop. Push. Here you. No. Sacrificing itself, Hiryu attacked. The demon is expelled from Lena's body. No! Let's crush that Melusine. Oh shoot! Ha! Well, we are not going to have Kara alive for particularly long. So Melusine, she has a lot of defense initially. She's actually weak to fire in her initial form. So how Melusine works basically is she... Oh, that's a lot of damage. Also, Paris has the bone mail on. That's awkward. I really did not prepare for this at all. Oh well, let's just hope it works out anyways. So Melusine has a lot of defense, but the chick knife is able to cut through it anyways. Thanks to our defense, we should be off fine. Hey, we stole the leather armor. Yay. Now I also know what you meant with that. I forgot what it meant. So, we're going to defend here. In fact, I might as well put two these in the back row, since they can't really do anything. Blizzaga! Although back row doesn't really help much. Barrier change. Alrighty, now with the barrier change, she will be weak to something else. To what exactly? I actually do not know. She will still throw spells at us, and I believe the one set of spells she does not throw at us, she will be weak to. Couldn't steal. Also, she has multiple steals, and someone just earlier said, hey, why don't you steal the full set of the leather armor? Sure, let's try. We have the leather shoes too, so we have the armor, the shoes. Let's see what else we can get here. Oh, wow, don't miss. Oh boy. Defend, mock. So, Melusine eventually will also enter a form where she is weak to physical attacks. But right now, I really hope that Ferris doesn't get hit by stuff, since we don't have any way to heal her. Also, she has 20,000 HP, so getting through that with that is going to be ugly. Also, goodbye Ferris. We cannot revive her because Bone Mail does not allow to revive people. Oh yeah, and Kara is going to die soon. Because of that ring. Firaga, barrier change. Thanks for having the flame shield, we don't need to worry about that. Let's actually see. Oh, or not. Alrighty, we could just try and make this a one-on-one, but I'm not too confident in that. I'm pretty sure Mug with Chicken Knife is stronger than jumping. Barrier change. So I think this should be the form where she's weak to physical attacks. I hope she stays in it for a while, until at least I can actually attack, preferably. Right, need to heal up. Attack. No, she's not. Oh, I stole the leather cap. I think there's only one type of leather thing left that we can steal. Attack. And I might as well heal Kara after full, since she doesn't deal any damage right now anyways. Thundaga! Ouch. Yeah, alrighty. Crystal armor does not protect from thunder. Let's see, how much damage can we deal? No, still not. Nothing to steal. So, I believe the time where she stayed in her form really shortly was the physical form. Let's just use up an elixir here. I mean, we will even kill her eventually like this too. Fire No, Kara! You should have hit Kara, the other one. So, Moth cannot take any damage from physical attacks, and he absorbs a third of her spell arsenal, so he should be fine for the most part. But it would still be nicer to have a secondary healer here in Kara. Let's just use an elixir, because she would not survive with a high potion alone. Muck. Fire that's okay. He just gets healed. And we just defend for now, I guess. Keep mugging her until she has nothing anymore. To be fair, she doesn't have much clothes to begin with. Oh! Actually, I think the Doom effect disappeared now that Kara was dead. That's actually interesting, I was not aware of that. So you could technically sacrifice my barrier change. I will try to attack here with Kara. Let's see. Nope, not weak to physical. You could technically... Don't hit Kara, at least not her alone. Barrier change. Let's try to muck her. There we go, that's the physically weak portion. Is an elixir, so we can attack quickly. And I think we should heal Moth here. No, let's attack. Never mind. Finally we can deal damage. Stay in the barrier, don't change it. Stole a leather shield. Haha, we have the full leather set now. There we go. Melogene down. That was a bit riskier than it should have been. Whew. Lena. Moth, Lena. This trial, the castle, we were, the darkness, it... We know, don't try to speak. Lena joined the party. And we are back here now again. Appropriately, Lena is currently not alive. She is the monk, however, so we actually don't need to change out the party. That's fine. And greetings, Riku. How are you doing? 14-hour run. No, this is just kind of in sections. I am playing this on and off, essentially. So, alrighty. Lena is back in our party. I'm going to give her... I guess... Mark, because she doesn't need anything else. You can have a reflecting. We could just give her the full leather set, I guess. Let's not do that. And at this point, I guess I'm just going to keep everything on the other guys. Might as well. Well then, now we go and get our boat. Also, the thing that I talked about earlier, what I forgot in the library is actually... Oh. Miss. What I forgot in the library is there was actually a song that you could get for a bard. In that brief period where you are in the ancient library, if you go to the roof, you can end up getting that. Alrighty, here, this guy, once again, he's asleep currently. So I wait until everybody is ready to go, and then we attack him with everybody, and he should die before he can do anything else. Except if he dodges everything, that is kind of inconvenient. Ah. Oopsie, I did not mean to steal. Finally hit a little bit. Miss. Alrighty, he only attacked. That's fine then. Fuck. Couldn't steal. Too bad. That's alright though. And a few more levels gained. So what levels are we currently? 30, 30, 28 and 30. Because Lena of course has not been in our party for a while, she is now a little bit behind on levels, but not too bad. So this is by the way Surgate Castle again. I don't think there's anything new in here. Hello. This is Surgate Castle. We will stop at nothing to defend it. I don't think there's anything new in here. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. I'm just going to skip it. So, and we finally have our boat again. Yay! We can enter the interdimensional rift near where Castle Tycoon used to be. Hurry! Hurry! It won't be much longer before XF gains the power of the void. But Guido said we hadn't the power to fight him and win. We'll need the 12 legendary weapons. They're in the sealed cast of Kusa. Come on, let's go. Well then. We now have access to the entirety of World 3. Thanks to being able to fly again. They said none could control the infinite power of the void. Pathetic fools. Power of the void, or reveal your true self. Go forth and destroy everything. Show how absolute your power really is. Whoa. Oh, well, there goes Wall's Castle, I guess. And there goes the little village that sold the flame coral and angel rings. Actually, don't even know the name of that place. All the towns are being sucked into the void. XF, stop! Papa! No! Kappa! Noodles are gone. That's the nice. And also, Butts' hometown, or well, Moth's hometown. Moth, help! It's awful. Even a tiny place like Moth's hometown licks. That to go that far is. Moth just kind of goes crazy. And we surround the world. Once. Twice. 3 times. 4 times. He's really not happy about that, as you might be able to tell. Moth, stop! Get hold of yourself! Hell yeah, this is where Moth's hometown once was, Licks. Let me show you the world map now. Those circle-shaped holes, and that's where the void is swallowing everything. There's still quite a few places left to go. And usually the first step that people do is they go over here and get the first 3 of the legendary weapons. And I'm going to do the same here. Before we go in here, however, we go in here. Hey, who are you?
Princess Lena! Thank goodness you're unharmed. What is that book?
Oh, shall I read it for you? No, it's fine. It still says the same thing. So, we're in the Great Hall. And in here there's a new type of enemy. The shield dragons were already strong enough. To be fair, I dare to say the shield dragons are probably still the more dangerous of the 2 encounters. But there's now another encounter. The tablet! You place the tablet, and here. If breaking the seals is what you seek, approach the wand you'd have and speak. But once 3 seals have been erased, the tablet leaves only dust in its place. 3 seals? That means we can only pick 3 out of the 12 weapons. For each tablet, 4 tablets, we get 3 weapons. 12 weapons total. So, alrighty. That's the Excalibur. The real Excalibur, not the Excalibur. We don't have anyone who can use it. So, in our party we have 2 thieves, a monk who does not use weapons, thieves only use daggers pretty much, and a dragoon. So the choice on which legendary weapons to get is pretty straightforward. One of the 12 legendary weapons, the Assassin's Dagger. Break the seal? Yes please. The Assassin's Dagger is a dagger that has a 1 in 4 chance to cast Doom. It has reasonably decent attack power, so it's not bad. I dare to say the Twin Lance is probably still better in raw damage output because it attacks twice. But because it can inflict Doom on an opponent, I think it's pretty good. Then we go for the Holy Lance. As the name may imply, this actually is an elemental spear weapon, or lance weapon, that is really good for the dragoon. Okay then, that's that. We could now get any of the other weapons. Which one should we get? None of them are going to be useful because we can't use any of them. So let's just get the bell. I like bells. The Gaia bell. Whee! Yes, by the way, if you want to, you can sell those legendary weapons. Most of them sell for like 5 gold, others sell for about 5,000 or 10,000. That's that. We really don't have any more use in our Job Fiesta for any more legendary weapons, but I'm going to visit the place where, well, the tablets are still there.
Prisoners of this space between dimensions, hear me, my servant. Warriors led by the light of the crystals, seek the ancient tablets. Seek them out and kill them. We must not be allowed to obtain the fabled weapons that destroyed Enua. Let us go, sire. Very well, go now. My monsters, destroy them while I obtain the full power of the void.
Actually, you will get flee now that I think about it. That makes the most sense here. Oh, by the way, we picked up a protect ring. I did not even mention that. But protect ring is actually a really awesome accessory that automatically casts regen on your character. Also gives you a good bit of defense. So it's overall a really, really nice accessory to have. So, that is our first order of operation, and now I am actually going to go into a thing that you just kind of may not know it exists. I will explain how you will figure out how to get here once we get to that point. But for now, let us get into an encounter with the Phantom Village. We are time travelers living between dimensions. This is the town that floats within the rift. That's why it's called the Phantom Village. It's somehow here, and yet in a different place as well. So Phantom Village is interesting. You can get the best equipment and armor and stuff from here, also spells. And each one of those shops has actually a front entrance. And then somehow a hidden other entrance. So here you can see, you can't go anywhere through here. So the real way how to enter the hidden shop of the magic shop is through here. He sells the most powerful spells that you can buy, which is really nice. The front desk is actually also selling pretty good items. So this guy here, crystal shield, crystal helmet, black coal, jet black hood imported from a far off land. So that black coal, what we want for our characters, pretty much as good as it gets in terms of our armor. And then we want to have the black garb on all of our characters as well, including Ferris there. So she currently has the bone mail equipped, which has obviously higher defense, which is why the arrow pointed down, but getting strength, agility and stamina, a lot of stamina on that, is really useful. So Twist Headband gives us more strength, but this thing gives us more agility and a good chunk more defense. Once again, power is nice and often useful, but at this point we do have plenty of attack power. We will just need to be able to bring it out and survive for long enough to be able to use it. So I'm going to pretty much replace our armor with better armor, maybe not much stronger, since that power sash is just really crazy good offense. I will still keep those items for later. I'm also equipped the bone mail here and use it. So there is also the hidden armor shop over here, who now sells Angel Ring, Flame Ring, in case you didn't get that, Lamia's Tiara, tiara that inspires performers as sword dance, which means if you're a dancer, normally 1 out of 4 times is sword dance, but with the Lamia's Tiara it's 1 out of 2, or 2 out of 4 to be more specific. Angel Rope resists poison, and the Hermes Sandals, which give us haste, and I just bought 3 of them. So, haste is the most broken status in this game, and I'm just going to take advantage of that by giving pretty much everybody haste, so they will be able to attack a lot faster. So, ignore any other benefits from accessories for now. Haste is just the way to go. Alrighty, there's also weapon shop, but we have no interest in the weapon shop. Let's actually go into the front entrance of the pub and see what they have to say. Appearing and disappearing like a desert mirage. A town where 1,000 years pass as if a single day. Not a bad song, eh? The warlock Enua was immortal, but he traded his immortality to obtain the void's power. Time has returned to our town. That can only mean the void is trying to return as well. Time has returned. I hear there's a hidden stairwell and monsters in the Phoenix Tower. Try checking the walls. Alrighty. By the way, I'm not going to be streaming for much longer, so just as a little heads up. So here is a Thief's Knife. The Thief's Knife has a 50% chance to use Mark on an attack. Its attack power is not all that great, so I generally will not be using it, but in a Job Fiesta, if you don't have a thief in your party, this is your only other option to actually steal from enemies, which can be extremely valuable. I'll give you something good, but not for nothing. First you gotta ride around the world on a yellow chocobo. How's that? So, if you ride around the world on a yellow chocobo, you talk to that guy, and well, he will give you something useful. Hi.
I'm fairly certain there's a piano somewhere in this town. Not that anyone plays it anymore.
Yes, indeed, there is a piano. Also, full heal, which is nice. Oh, hey, there's another guy. What does he say?
This town has too much that's in every store.
None of the enemy NPCs actually lie here, which is nice. Also, this is how you get to the back entrance of the weapon shop. Fuma Shuriken Twin Lance. You can actually buy a Twin Lance here, interesting, I was not aware. And other scrolls. This guy here sells Flame Tongue, Icebrand, Gaia Hammer, Morningstar, Rune Bow, Kiku Ichimonji, Partisan. All pretty good weapons. Oh, that reminds me. I actually do want to have someone mastered Dragoon shop, otherwise I can't use the Holy Lance. Which means, I guess for now, you're going to go back to being a thief with bare-handed. Hermes sandals. Chicken knife is good on you, that's fine. Power sash? No. Oh, that's because I need to transform you into a dragoon first. So Ferris is the furthest along the way for becoming an actual dragoon. I will want to use that. And you get... You get counter for now, actually. So, you also have the Holy Lance, since at least someone should be using the Holy Lance. This thing, Hermes sandals. Ice shield is fine. Black garb. Alrighty. Now, the downside of the chicken knife obviously is that it will let us run away 1 out of 4 times. Actually, let's just equip Mug on the thief anyways. I think that's better. Here, don't equip the bone mail, thank you very much. Hermes sandals are way better. So we now have Mug on the thief anyways. It's less damage, but you still can use the chicken knife, which is still overall more damage. Thanks to being able to use the Holy Lance too. What a weird door. You can't enter here. And here... You have mastered the piano. All others quake in fear of your superhuman keyboard manipulation skill. And what that means, you actually unlock a song. Or not. Actually, I don't exactly remember how you unlock the song, but with this, having played all pianos, you will be able to unlock the level song, which is an insane song for the bard. Also, hey, Black Jacobo, hello! There we go. Hey Flarestar, how are you doing? Well, so the Black Jacobo here. He can still be used. It's faster to get out of the town if I just use the Black Jacobo instead, however. Also, the Black Jacobo is the only one who can land us on woods. So there's one place you can only reach with the Black Jacobo in this world, and I'm going to go there eventually. But, ladies and gentlemen, for now this is it from me. Saving here. And next time we will continue and probably also complete the rest of the game in our Job Fiesta. So, thank you very very much for watching, for listening and for lurking. I really appreciate that you are all here, and well, I hope I read you next time. Take care everybody. Thank you very much.